Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Stotts. Hope everybody's doing well. And we are getting ready to jump into Chapter 6 in our textbook. And Chapter 6, I feel, is one of the more important chapters in our textbook as it really focuses in on all of the different ways and opportunities and resources that are at our disposal for online learning and blended learning, and really a lot of the situations that we find ourselves in given our COVID-19 response. A lot of our schools have went online, and teachers have been forced to move their instruction to digital format and use things like we're going to be talking about today, like a wiki or a discussion board or a blog or a podcast even. And a lot of those things, there's a lot of similarities between some of those tools, and so I wanted to make a video today and walk you through what it's like to create a wiki and show you how to set that up. And this will be, if you just follow this video step by step, this will be your assignment. You're going to create a hypothetical wiki for one of your classes or for some sort of content. All right, so first off, let me talk about a little bit about what a wiki is specifically. Now, wikis and blogs, they're all really just variations of web pages. A wiki specifically is designed for collaboration in mind. It's a site where a large group of people, whether it is a team or whether it is the entire human population, can get on and edit the information, add to, take away the content that's on the wiki. And you may have heard of Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a large collection of information that literally anybody in the world can get on a wiki page and from Wikipedia and change the information. So there's a lot of good information from Wikipedia, but because anybody can change the info on there, that's one reason we really don't consider Wikipedia as being a very reliable and valid source. But that is one of the benefits to a wiki over a discussion board, for example, is because a lot of people can edit a wiki, whereas a discussion board cannot be edited, or I'm sorry, a blog cannot be edited by a group of people. All right, so we're going to get you signed up on this slimwiki.com, this website. So you can navigate to slimwiki.com, and this is a free wiki site. So when you get there, go to sign up, and we're going to use this set of information here. You could sign up through your Facebook or Google if you wanted to, but we're going to stick with this. And I want to draw your attention to this company name line here. This is where we need to be very specific, because this company name is going to be essentially the name of your page or your team that would be working with this wiki. And I did not want everybody to just put something like edu204, because if one of you used that, then that would prevent everyone else from using that. So I want you to be specific here and put your first name or first initial of your first letter of your first name, and then your last name. So for me, that would be C. Stotts, and then put edu204. Okay, so C. Stotts, edu204, but for you, that would be your first initial and then your last name. Okay, then complete the rest of this. Put your name. So for me, that would be this, Chris Stotts. And then your email address. You can use your Southeast email or any other email address would work also. And your password. And you can choose your password. Now, I have already set an account up for me, but if you after you put your password in and hit get started, that should take you to your homepage. And so after you get signed in, this is the page that should come up. This would be your primary page on your wiki. Alright, and this is actually a very beneficial page as it walks you through kind of a tutorial on how to work some of your wiki features. Now, we are not going to get into a lot of the features here. I just want to show you what a wiki is, expose you to it, and show you how to set up a very simple wiki. So I want to first draw your attention to the buttons over here in this ribbon on the left hand side. You've got a home button that will always bring you back to this primary page here, this welcome page. Also, you've got a series, you've got an icon there that looks like several pages together. That takes you to pages and collections. Now, you have the ability to create multiple pages within a wiki. So if you have multiple teams or multiple projects, that would be where all of the different pages are stored there. Very important button here, new. It's just a plus sign. So if we want to add a new page to our wiki, we can click that, and we'll do that in a second. And that will open up a new blank page for new information. And then a little pencil icon, and that's how we would get to the edit feature. And then this bottom one is simply just a duplicate. We can click that button and it will make a duplicate of this welcome page. Okay. So I first want to go to the plus sign and add a new wiki. And you see it pops up here with a blank screen, and we've got the options to title this anything we want. So this is a new page within our wiki. Now here is how I have and would use this within a class of my own. I teach chemistry, so I want to put in Dr. Stott's chemistry project. I have all of my students do some sort of chemistry project throughout the year. So let's say that I wanted to create this wiki page. I wanted to create a wiki page for every group that's in my chemistry class. Let's say I split them up into groups of 3. And I want to have this titled Group 1. Alright, so there's my title. This is the title for this particular wiki for that particular group. And I will show you how you can grant them access to this wiki page so they can collaborate. I'll show you that here shortly. So now you have an option for subtitle. So let's say maybe here I would put group members. Let's see, maybe we've got Alex, Olivia, and say Rachel in there. Okay. So the idea here is that a wiki is this collaborative space where several people or a group can collaborate and work together. Okay. So one way that I have used this in the content, now notice there when I clicked here in the screen to type, I've got some options here. I could add a photo in there if I wanted to that everyone could see. I can add a table. That's that little table icon there for kind of a mini spreadsheet. If I wanted to put in data or some sort of organized information, I could use that spreadsheet option there, the tab. Or I could put a video in there, and I could record a video and enter it in there, or put a link into a video. So right now I'm not going to use any of those. I'm just going to put some text in here. So once you get that blinking cursor there, of course you can type. So let's say that this wiki page, I have access to it as the teacher, and these students have access to it. And we're going to all collaborate on this one page. So let's say that on day 1, I'm going to use this page as a way to track everyone's progress as group members. So let's say day 1, their task would be discuss potential research topics and present Dr. Stotts with a list of 3 possible topics by the end of class. Okay? So that might be their assignment or their task for day 1. So underneath that, every group member would be able to come in and put in some information. So maybe Alex, once I grant him access to this wiki, maybe he could come in there and say, all right, this is Alex, and maybe he has an idea that they're going to look at boiling point of water, something very, very simple there. And maybe Olivia comes in and says that, she wants to look at evaporation rate of salt water. Okay, stop there. All right, so day 2, you could come down here and you can further that discussion if you wanted to, or come down and put day 2. I'm not sure why that's not spacing over there, but okay, so the possibilities are endless on how you would use this wiki. The idea is that it's a collaborative space for a group to work. Now, with this Slim Wiki website, here is the big disclaimer. Once you enter some information, you have got to come up here and click this check mark. Okay, that check mark saves the editing that you did within that page. Okay, so there's that page, and let's say that I wanted to go back in there and edit some more. I'm just going to come up here and hit the little pencil and come back in there on day 2, and let's say maybe day 2, choose from one of the 3 topics and discuss roles in the research project. Okay, and then I'll come up and I'll hit the check mark to save that. Okay. So this is this group. This is their wiki page in which they're going to collaborate with all of their information and their work. Okay, so now here is the important thing. Up here in this top right, you've got this little cogwheel, this little gear, and if you click that, you come down to Account Settings. This is where you are going to share your wiki with whomever you want to share it with. So for users, you want to click Users, Invite New User. You can invite them. I'm going to put in another one of my emails. Okay, so I'm inviting this person to the wiki. So what I want you to do in this space, I want you to invite me. So you would enter in CSTOTS, you would enter in my email address here. kctcs.edu. Okay, so enter my email address there, and also you have the option of allowing that person that you're inviting to be a viewer only or to edit. So I want you also to click editor. Make me an editor in there. That way I have editing capabilities and I can add some comments. And then you would lastly click the invite button. So I want to put in my secondary email and hit invite. Okay, so now it's showing there that there are 2 users who can edit that. And it says collaborator invite sent. Okay, so now I want to go back to the home. So I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to hit this Slim Wiki icon up there. And it should take me back to my main page. So there's my welcome page that I have at the beginning. And if I come now over here to Pages and Collections, and I look at all pages, there is the one new page that I created for that Group 1's project. So I can click on there and I'm back to that. So every day or several times a day, as needed, our group members, and let's assume that I have given them permission to come and edit it through that permission feature that I showed you. Every day they can come in and they can add to this. So they can add photos, they can add links to research articles maybe that they found. So really the possibilities are limitless there. So the task for you, and I will write this up in Blackboard, is for you to A, create your own wiki page through the slimwiki.com site, and B, create some sort of new page in which you, and I'm not going to make you create any sort of content or subject-oriented page like you would be doing as a teacher in a classroom. I just want you to be exposed to what a wiki is. So you might come in here and create a very simple page. How to make a peanut butter sandwich. And you don't have to do a subtitle, and then you can just put your information in there. Step 1, blah, 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 okay? And then make sure, and this page could be anything that you want it to be. And then make sure that you come up here with the little cogwheel, account settings. Oh, see, I got this little warning. This page is asking you to confirm that you want to leave. Data you have entered may not be saved. So that's a little reminder that I forgot to click the check mark to save this page. So I'm going to hit stay on page. I don't want to leave it just yet until I save. So I hit the check mark, so now that page is saved. And if you notice over here in my pages and collections, all pages, there's that how to make a peanut butter sandwich page. Okay. So now make sure that you share this page with me and make me part of the page. So I click the cogwheel, go to users, and you would enter my email address there. cstouts@kctcs.edu, and make me an editor, and then invite. Okay. So that's the quick and dirty on how to make a wiki. And I know that there's a lot of things that are being thrown your way in this course, a lot of different platforms and technologies. So please don't get frustrated with trying to master these. My goal is to get you exposed to some of these. So this is your exposure to a wiki. And again, let me mention this welcome page here and how important it is. It'll answer a lot of questions for you. And as always, feel free to reach out to me, and I will gladly walk you through this. If we have to set up a little video chat, and I can share my screen with you, and we can work through it one-on-one. So you just let me know what you need, and I'll always be available. So for now, have a great day, and I hope to be hearing from you guys soon. Thanks.